Hey everybody, welcome. Glad you're here and you've joined us for Coffee Talk again. We're just hanging out this week, and we're planning towards Mother's Day, and there's lots of like I had talked about it last Sunday, and like it's a lot of celebrations. I don't know if you feel like it. There's a lot of stuff. Like there's just this thing, then this thing, then this thing, then this thing.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm
it's good.
I feel like there's maybe not enough celebration. You know what I mean? Like when you're in these days, I know like your family, you've got a lot, but like we probably, with the exception of like the fact that, okay, we're celebrating, so now we got to have ice cream cake.
Yeah,
and we got to do all these.
You had a birthday party.
I know we had a birthday party yesterday, on Tuesday, depending on when you're watching this, and but like really, we probably. I think we'd be more emotionally healthy if we just kind of every day found one thing to celebrate and just went for it, right? I guess is kind of what I'm thinking. And you know that idea that like...
Carpe diem.
Right, well, sure. But like, I think it would help me or help us not just be like, what are we going to do today? Well, we're going to homeschool the kids.
Yeah.
Okay, then what are we going to do? I guess we'll have dinner. And you know, but to have something to look forward to that says, here's the plan. So whether it's, I mean, hey, just... to celebrate the fact it's pouring with rain today after like the 7th driest April in however many years, like we kind of need the rain. That's something we could,
because we're not at the summer yet, and I think that's going to be a big deal.
I'm not excited about the fact that they're like forecasting drought and like a super bad wildfire. So let's just celebrate today.
Okay,
it's pouring rain.
So
that's a good thing.
We have Mother's Day, and it's like a celebration. Okay, so other than like the obvious one is Easter, because it's the best.
Like other good celebrations in the season, or just like, overall?
Statutory holidays. What's your favorite statutory holiday?
Well, it's my birthday.
Oh.
When your birthday is always a statutory holiday, I'm gonna.
Well, I assume Easter was the only good one.
I mean, Easter's maybe the best one. Second best. No.
Second best.
I mean, can't have Easter if Jesus wasn't born.
Christmas Day, Christmas Day.
I do like that. I do like. I mean, when your birthday is a
so the big two,
kind of
big three. What's your other? Okay,
well, I've become partial towards Father's Day. I'm just gonna say,
really?
Like, well, yeah. I mean, I like a day where my kids are like. I know, tons of unrealistic promises. They're like, Dad, we're going to do this for you and that for you and that for you. And it's like, that's nice. All right, I'll take that. And you know, like not even half of it is always necessarily going to come through, but it's kind of nice.
Huh.
I'll take it.
That's good.
Mother's Day just feels like a lot of pressure in some ways.
Yeah.
It's sort of like anniversary all over again. Because our kids are not quite at the age where you can just sort of say, Mother's Day is on you now.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? I'd still like Joella got a packet yesterday from her teacher, like a project that has to be done with Dad. So I know that Sheena's going to work tonight, and now it's like pressure's on. Right. Right. I gotta I don't even know what it is.
Yeah. So
and I'm not crafty, so I'm kind of not looking forward to this.
In one of our many celebrations, I actually bought something, gave it to our kids, and said, "Here, wrap this up, put your names on it, and say it's to whoever."
Yeah.
Well, this is from you, isn't it, Dad? No, it's from you.
Yeah. And I'm not good at giving gifts, period. Like Sheena will tell you, I give bad gifts. I'll own it, I'll admit it. So it does feel like.
So I would choose I think the big one that kind of sticks out in my mind is almost like August long weekend. Only because,
nice
not because of any reason behind it, other than the fact that I think I have good memories of just being at the beach with our family.
Yeah. I
think as far as like holidays go, I think Thanksgiving probably is the
Thanksgiving.
best. Pumpkin pie.
Oh, so good.
Like stuff like that, and it's like, you know.
You know what's nice about those summer stat holidays is there isn't a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah.
Like I know
just
that
hang out.
Exactly, and that is the nice thing.
Barbecue.
August long weekend is sort of like. Other than the fact that it seems the weekend before August long is almost always better weather.
Yeah.
Right? Like my
Yeah.
family always come, like they love to come to the Okanagan for the August Long. And it's always every year. Every year it seems lately, it's been like, I should have been here last weekend.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like so cliched, but that's what we do. Like, yeah, last weekend it was like 35 degrees and sunny, and now today it's raining,
Yeah.
you know? So
You hit the one of 3 days a year that we get rain.
that's right. And, you know, I do like Canada Day too, if for no other reason that it feels like it's the one day a year where we're allowed to be patriotic and just really celebrate that we're Canadian. I do like that. I do like that.
It's unifying. I like
It's
that.
unifying, and it's also kind of the start to summer.
Yeah.
So you sort of like, on Canada Day, I've got, okay, well, usually we have VBS week, and I'm like a little bit stressed, like, okay, we got to get through VBS Day, and then the summer's open, you know, so you kind of like, it's sort of like the summer lies before us. You get to August long, and you're like, the summer's half over.
yeah.
The summer's half over. We got to
Shoot,
make
the
August
fall is
count.
coming.
Then you get to Labor Day, and you're like, there goes summer. I guess we're into it now, but I don't know. It's good. There is a little less pressure on
Okay,
those
so
things.
being Mother's Day week,
Yes.
you know, thinking about, you know, what we've just realized is that like Mother's Day becomes this big whole thing, production. Okay, so here's my challenge and encouragement to you. There's that word again, challenge and encourage. It would be, sometimes we like layer like everything all into one day.
Yes.
And we kind of, you know, spend our whole load in one day. And then we think, okay, I'm out, I'm done for the year. My encouragement to us is maybe make it like a Mother's Day week
Oh, yeah.
or something like that like, okay, you know, for the 6 days leading up, you know, here's something, or
Yeah.
here's a crazy idea, you know, like 6 days before and 6 days after, or crazy idea, every day, you know, appreciate your mom or your spouse or whoever. But I think that's kind of the challenge, is that like sometimes as like fathers with young kids, it's hard to get them motivated or, you know, try and maybe spread that out. So like, I think my wife's love language is acts of service. So dishes or helping, or, you know,
Yeah.
fill in the blank with whatever you need to. But maybe my encouragement is to not like load up extravagance into one day and then say, I'm done, I'm out. But maybe spread that out.
You know what it
Spread
made me
out.
think of is, you remember that Friends episode? I think it was Friends, where they get like the trifle cake, but it's like the whole meal in one dish, right? And then Joey starts eating it, and he's like there's like, I don't know what is all of a
Well,
sudden.
it was half trifle and then half shepherd's pie.
That's right.
So it was like chocolate and whipped cream, and then peas and
then
carrots
beef
and
potato and
yeah.
all that. And I think it's just occurring to me now. That's sometimes what we do with mothers. Like we try and throw it all
Get
into
it
one.
all into one.
Get it all into one. Get it all over with.
Like a stew.
That's right. And then it's too much pressure, and it just never turns out as good as. And I think part of it is too, like, and we talked about this the other day. It's not a happy Mother's Day if the day before you're screaming at your kids trying to get the house cleaned up, and you know you or even breakfast, and you know mom comes downstairs after this nice breakfast in bed, but the kitchen's like destroyed, or whatever, right? And maybe a few little things, over the spread out. That sounds pretty good.
And I'm going to challenge all the kids out there as well too. Like just do one thing extra for your mom throughout this whole week. That's my challenge.
How about treat your mom as good as you treat your teachers?
Ooh.
That's what we've started talking about in our house a little bit.
Really?
Would you treat your teacher that way? No. Okay, so how come you're nicer to your teacher than you are to your mom, who's not your teacher? Anyways,
I also realize
that's some ramblings on Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's okay. It's good rambling. I also realize we are the least qualified people to comment on what mothers want or need as well too.
Absolutely. This is the problem. We have men coming together and telling other men how you should do Mother's Day. And it's
okay, so we're not talking to anybody except, you know, kids and husbands and men.
Yeah.
This is our challenge to you.
That's right.
Yeah, tortoise in the hare maybe. Is another.
And don't tap your wife on the shoulder Saturday and be like, hey, what do you want me to do tomorrow for Mother's Day? I think I can confidently say that's
Yeah.
off to the wrong foot.
That's a bad
not
idea.
that's not the way to start it. But all right.
So that's kind of
There you go.
our main encouragement to everybody these days. One thing that we will be starting and setting up, and you'll see it on the website later on this week, is there's a tradition that we have here at Lakeview that we join in the baby bottle brigade,
Yes.
the BBB, Baby Bottle Brigade. And what that does is we would normally have bottles that we have here at the church, and you would fill it between Mother's Day and Father's Day with change, cash, a check, whatever, and you would fill it, and then you would bring it back on Father's Day, and that would go to the Okanagan Pregnancy Care Center.
Yeah.
And that's a really good opportunity for us to be supporting something local and something great at this time. So we're going to have more information on that on the website later on this week, and you can have a look at that. And I think that's something that we can really get behind, because I think that's a great way to honor mothers these days as well too.
Yep, absolutely.
So and along those lines, thank you to people who have been kind of joining in on the online e-transfer. That's going well from what I can tell from our finance crew, that things are humming.
Yeah.
And it's good. So the office is still open. You can still bring in checks as needed, and give them to Ursula, and she'll put them in the safe, and we'll go from there. But keep doing what you need to do, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts for continuing to give. Like, you guys are not just supporting us, you're supporting a whole ministry. You're supporting this continuation through the whole year, and we realize that we continue on in our jobs because we believe it's important, and this is what we're doing. There's some of you who aren't, and some of you who aren't able to, and so I feel very privileged, and I feel very just thankful that we're continuing on working. And so thank you for giving. Thank you for blessing us so that we can be blessing others. And there's so many different ways that we're still able to be touching people's lives throughout these weeks as well too. We're going to be connecting with different people throughout the week, even this week of difficult situations in people's lives. One of them, we mentioned it on Sunday in our prayer time, that Rudy Hoft went to be with the Lord on Friday last week, and so we want to connect, and we want to uphold Ingy this week as the private funeral kind of happens and takes place. So you can be praying for them, but it's our joy to be able to represent Lakeview as we're a part of that as well.
Yep.
And it seems like there's a lot of different things, a lot of different stuff going on. I know that your mom is going through surgery this week, and depending on when people are seeing this, it'll be hopefully it'll be all good, and we're
Trusting it will. Yep.
lifting you guys up. And
Yeah, thank you.
and so many others. Some are on our website in the bulletin. There's different places you can find those things to be praying for people. But even just as you find stuff out, let us know at the church. Send us a text or an email. We would love to be making these things known and be praying for each other and lifting each other up. And I think that's just the best thing we can be doing these days for each other, is supporting. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Definitely. And again, like, we are physically distant but socially connected, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason that anyone needs to be an island
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah.
And so, just before we started recording, of course, like Kevin and I were talking about, what would it be like to fast from technology? And it would just be, it'd be
It'd be
devastating.
it'd
Like,
be
really.
devastating for a lot of things. Yeah.
I love my family, Sheen and the kids, very much, but to only see that, to only be able to talk to them or whoever is in your house for a week would be, as people, we are created for more connection than that.
Yeah.
And so, keep in touch, I guess, is really the what I'm trying to say is that we have these means. Let's keep using them.
Yeah, to love and be loved in return, I think is a great thing. So we want to bless you. Have a wonderful week, and bless your moms this week, and we'll see you guys Sunday.
See you Sunday.
And take care.
Yep.